Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at some of my favorite slim organizational pouches. And nowadays with all the different tech accessories that everybody has to carry on their day-to-day or for traveling, it seems like every company has their own version of a pouch coming out. And one of the most popular ones that has come out recently is the Peak Design Tech Pouch. And that one looks really great. It has an awesome design, some very unique features, and I actually haven't tested that one out. And the reason for that is that it looks very bulky, which is always a little bit troublesome to me, especially when I'm trying to travel minimally or with a smaller travel bag. So what I wanted to do is put together a list of some of my favorite slim and smaller organizational pouches that are gonna help you save a little bit of space. So hopefully this list can be a little helpful. There's some great pouches here and I'm really excited to share them with you guys. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump in. And so starting off with the simplest pouch on the list, this is the Able Carry Stash Pouch. And I featured this in a bunch of my everyday bag videos, and I love the simplicity of this pouch. It's just one large compartment where you can store all the smaller accessories that you don't want floating around your bag. No sort of slip pockets on the inside, just a really bright lining so you can easily see everything that's in there. And the pouch is made out of a durable Cordura fabric and it has a YKK zipper, so a pretty solid build quality. It's not very padded, so I wouldn't put anything super delicate in here, but because of the lack of rigidity and its smaller size, this is going to be fantastic for when you need to save a little bit of space in your travel or daily bag. Next on the list is the Bellroy Classic Pouch, and to me this is almost like a larger, a little bit better organized version of the Able Carry Stash Pouch. So it has a super classy look on the outside, very minimalist. It has a durable canvas material, a nice stylish zipper, and so opening this up, on the inside, not a whole lot going on. There's just a few simple elastic slip pockets and then one larger one on the other side, and then just plenty of space. I love pouches that are this simple because they allow you to store some bulkier items, and then I really like that even when this pouch is filled, it never gets that thick, and then since it's also not very rigid, you can kind of pack it down, especially when it's empty and you have a tighter bag. This is going to be another great option to keep in mind. Up next is the Goruck Wire Dopp, which is one of my absolute favorite organizers. I love the simple layout of this, and this is a little bit larger, but because of that, you can see how flat this is. This is going to be great even for holding larger accessories, especially when you want to use some of those flatter front compartments on bag like the Goruck GR2. And so opening this up, it just has one simple plastic clip and you can lay it flat. The layout is very simple. It just has 3 mesh zippered pockets so you can easily see everything that's on the inside. And each of these compartments offers a nice amount of space to keep things separate and easily accessible. One thing that I will note about this pouch in particular is that because it's not sealed with any sort of zipper, just the clip, the items on the inside are going to be a little bit more exposed, so definitely something to keep in mind if you're placing any delicate electronics in any of these compartments. But besides that, it's been really durable. I've had this for a long time, taking it on many trips, and when I need something super flat, this is usually my go-to option. Next on the list is this pouch from Orca Tactical, and this is great particularly if you're a fan of EDC type products. On the back this has Molle attachments, so you can attach this to something like the GR1 to add a little bit of additional organization. Very simple and slim pouch, but it has a really great build quality. Nice simple mesh compartment on the outside. You can trade out morale patches, so that's nice to add a little bit of customization. And then opening this up, I love that it lays flat, and then on the inside it just has a variety of webbings for any sort of cables or dongles or tools that you normally like to carry with you, and these all feel really solid. They offer a nice amount of elasticity, and then on the back of each side of the compartment there's some larger slip areas for any larger accessories that you need to carry, and then it even has a simple key clip. So just a nice amount of organization in this, not a whole lot of padding here, but offers a decent amount of protection against the elements, and definitely a pouch that feels like it's going to hold up and also come in at a really reasonable price. Up next is a newer organizer from Incase, and this has a ton of great organizational options. Very slim, as you can see. Even when it's packed out, it will never get that big. And so on the outside, it just has one simple zippered area that's going to be great for holding anything that you want to get to quickly. And then it has a really well protected zipper, so this is going to be a great option if you have some more sensitive electronics and you just want to have that extra peace of mind if this happens to get wet. And then opening this up, this also has a lay flat design, which I really like for organizers such as this. And then tons of different slip pockets on each side. Starting with this one on the right, there's just one large compartment here that's going to be great for storing larger accessories like a notebook or maybe a larger mouse. And then there's just smaller mesh elastic compartments here. I love that there's so many different sizes so that you can add a variety of accessories in here. So this one holds about 3 fingers worth of stuff. And then this one next to that is a little bit smaller. I don't even know how I'd fill up all these different slip pockets with accessories. And then at the top, there's just one larger one that's going to be great for holding something like an Apple Magic Mouse or even a portable hard drive. And then moving towards the middle, there's a few elastic bands here that you can use to hold something like a power brick. And then moving on to the other side, you have some more elastic bands here for things like cables or dongles. And then behind that, there is a large slip pocket that is actually a little bit padded. This has a little bit of rigidity, so this may be a good spot to put something like your phone to just give it a little bit of additional protection. And then down near the bottom, there's just a tiny little zippered compartment that's gonna be great for maybe holding some coins or some memory cards or SIM cards. And then moving towards the back, there's this little fabric separator. This is the area that I talked about that had that rigid wall. And then behind that, there's just another compartment. So if you wanted to carry 2 phones or just 2 flatter items, there should be plenty of space to do so. And then on the back, there's just one additional larger zippered area so that anything that you have here doesn't fall out. A nice benefit of this compartment is that on the inside, it has this very soft felt lining. So this will probably be the best spot for your phone or anything more delicate that you don't want getting scratched up. And then the last thing here on the back is just a larger elastic loop, which is gonna be a great spot to put something like a pen or a stylus. So just tons of great organizational areas in this pouch. And then again, I just really love how flat it ends up packing. The next pouch on the list is the Aer Cable Kit, which I've been wanting to try out for a while. And Aer actually makes some of my favorite Dopp kits, so I was very excited to see what they would bring to more of a technical organizer, and they didn't disappoint. Lots of great organizational options here on the outside, larger pockets for anything that you need to get to quickly. And then they have this larger area that has plenty of space for any power bricks or anything larger that you want to carry with you, maybe even a smaller point and shoot camera. And then on the inside here, it just has a few simple slip pockets, so plenty of organization all throughout. And then on the front, it has a compartment that opens flat that's gonna have a lot of smaller slip pockets and elastic bands for any smaller accessories that you need to organize. So starting here on the left, just a few different bands that are gonna be great for your cables or your dongles. And then there's a small mesh zipper compartment on the bottom so that you can easily see what's on the inside, maybe a good spot for SD cards, similar to what we saw in the Incase organizer. And then there's 2 larger slip pockets here behind those areas, which are gonna be great for holding something like a mouse or your phone. And then jumping towards the middle, there's just one elastic band here that's gonna be great for maybe holding a stylus or a pen. And then on the other side, there's just a series of elastic slip pockets, and I really like the elasticity on these compartments as it gives you a little bit more flexibility in what you can store here. So just one large one on the bottom, and then 2 smaller ones here on the top. And then behind those, there is just an additional zippered compartment that's gonna be great for storing any items that you don't want floating around. This one goes down about halfway here, so not a large compartment, but still like all the different options provided in this area. And then just a really solid build quality all throughout. The one thing that I'll mention about this pouch is that it does start to get a little bit bigger. If you were to pack this out, it would probably take up a decent amount of space, but I like that since it's not rigid, if you don't pack it out quite as much, it's still gonna be able to pack down pretty flat and fit into a tighter bag. And then the last 2 pouches that I'll mention here are the Bagsmart cable organizer and Incase accessory pouch that I've mentioned for a long time. I've actually done a separate in-depth video on both of these so you can see the items that I normally like to carry with me, but I still use these quite a bit. They're super durable, they've held up very well, as you can see, no sort of signs of wear, and they've served me very well so far. None of the items on the insides have ever gotten damaged. And so the Bagsmart organizer is a lot like the Incase one that we saw earlier in the list. Lots of internal organization, a lot of nice elastic bands. These have all held up very well. Like all the little pockets that this offers, this has been one of my favorite pouches for a few years now, and I like how thin this gets. So whenever I need a super thin and reliable pouch, this is usually my go-to. And even though I like that Incase nylon organizer, if you're looking for something that's gonna be a little bit less expensive but offer similar functionality, this Bagsmart one is still gonna be one of the best options to check out. And then alongside that, you have the other Incase accessory organizer that I've really enjoyed using. This is just a larger, simple pouch on the inside, not a whole lot of internal organization, just one zipper compartment on the outside, and then a larger one. And this is normally what I use as my minimal Dopp kit whenever I need to save a lot of space. It's worked very well, really solid build quality. And so if you want to get a closer look at these pouches, I'll definitely link to the video that I did for them in the past, but just wanted to throw them in here as they are some of the ones that I've enjoyed using the most. And so that's it. Those are some of my favorite slim organizational pouches. Hopefully this list was helpful. We have done a few in-depth reviews for some of them in the past, so I'll make sure to include links to those videos in the description below. And if you guys have questions on any of the pouches, or there are any suggestions for other slim pouches that you think I should take a look at, as always, please let me know in the comments. And if you guys found this video helpful and you'd like to see similar videos in the future, please give us a like. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos. And thank you guys so much.